Hi, everybody. Welcome to Unapologetic Radio, where I share my thoughts and opinions on things that are happening. Please remember that. If you do not like my show, please move on. If you like my show, hit the like button, subscribe so that you will get all the notifications for any new shows. If you like my show and would like to support, my Cash App is in the description below. Now, I follow a lot of great YouTubers, and one of which is Candace Owens. And she proposed a question: would you live in an all black area? It was episode 103, I believe. And when I heard that question, I thought to myself, I don't even like living around one black family, let alone a whole neighborhood. Scott Adams, who is a public figure, is warning white people to get away from black people. And I agree. I myself to look at neighborhoods that do not have black people in it. So let's talk about living around black people. I hope that black people that are listening are really listening. This needs to be said, and I know firsthand black people do not like to hear about anything that they are doing. But I don't care. Now, I do believe we have the right to live wherever we want to. Black people, I know that's your favorite line. And as a black person myself that grew up in an all white area where I was the only black, I appreciate that experience more now that I'm an adult because I see what I was protected from. I understand why when black people start to migrate to a certain area, that area soon becomes deemed as the ghetto and the property value drops by the government standards. I have never had any problems living next to a racist white person as I have had living next to a black person or family. But black people are just as racist as white people when it comes to living next to one another. And someone has to address the elephant in the room. Well, at least one of them. There are so many. Hit that like button and subscribe, y'all. Now, when I look for a house, the first thing I want to know is how many black families live in the neighborhood. The next thing is how many black kids are in the neighborhood. And then how close do they live to me? Because that determines if I am going to like the area or like the neighborhood. That gives me an outlook on the amount of competition and disrespect I will receive for just simply minding my own business. Black people don't like people that mind their own business and want to keep to themselves. You become a target for them because they have the idea that some way, somehow, we are all the same. And I'll go further into that at a later date. This is why I do not support Black Lives Matter movement. As black people, we are very intimidating, and the black mind starts to draw a silent competition that only they are involved in. See, celebrities leave their black neighborhoods as soon as they want something nicer without it being destroyed by other black people. They move where they have a sense of quiet insanity, where they can fall asleep outside their homes. They move to an area where they don't have to worry about neighbors parking in front of their houses, taking their parking spaces, or trying to jam them in parking spaces. A neighborhood where they don't have to hear loud music or children playing outside when they are trying to rest from a long day of work, or kids interrupting them sleeping in because they have nothing else to do but play in front of your house. Kids are barely heard or seen but live happy, healthy lives. Still, they move to an area where they can control what they work and pay for. Now, in reality, celebrities are not the only ones who want this. Everyone does: white, black, Hispanic, Indian, Korean, etc. Hit the like button, and if you want to support the channel, my Cash App is in the description below. Now, here's a few reasons why not to live around black people. They don't respect their neighbors. If you have a problem with them, they will escalate it into an attack. When I say attack, I mean inter. How can I say it? I mean, they're very intimidating, not attack. They're very intimidating, is what I should say. As this is a few things that they will do regularly. They will park in front of your house in the parking space that they know you park in. They'll block your driveway with their vehicle and go on vacation. They will allow their children to play in front of your house, leave their toys and their bikes in front of your house as if you want them anywhere around you without an invite. They drop trash on your property and you never see them outside cleaning, like things will magically disappear. I don't have an issue with black people, but I hate living around them. Can we address this honestly? There is rules to everything, and with that is harmony. God gave Adam and Eve rules. Dear black people, we do not want beef where we live at. Stop invading our neighborhoods. Respect where you live at and make sure your children do the same. Take that same compromising attitude that you use working with the white man and apply it to your neighborhoods. Keep your shit and your family on your own property. How dare you bully other neighbors that look at their homes as safe havens? I guess it is true that black people are dangerous and petty creatures. Now, I know you're going to say white kids play outside, but there is a difference. The parents know one another and have had sensible, respectable conversations with one another. The parents make sure that their kids respect the other families' homes and their spaces in their neighborhoods. And in a white neighborhood, through my personal experiences, they have designated areas for their children to play in, or they have a backyard for them to run around in. But they are not running around in the street, they are not damaging cars, and they do not allow their children to damage any property as well. And they do not say we need to understand because they're our kids. Now hit the like button, and I thank you for your support, and my Cash App is below. So let's continue. I am black, and I'm moved based on the black population. I personally think there should be a law that in nicer areas, black people have to live at least 2 blocks from one another. I don't have any problems with black families coming up, just not around me. When I see other black families in my neighborhood, my first thought is to move. Get as far away from them as possible and as fast as possible. Because if I don't, it's just a matter of time before they create a beef. I know that if I ever had to say something to them, it would be taken out of content. And now we have an unsafe environment. Lesson to this video is black people are bringing back racism and segregation. There are colleges that are now asking and requesting for an all-white dorm. We, all people, want our space. We earned it, we worked for it. We as neighbors do not care or want to know what is going on in your house or on your property. Keep your noise down and respect the quietness of the neighborhood. We as neighbors do not want your people or your kids on our property unless we invite them, which we probably won't, and clean up behind your family, friends, and kids. It depreciates the neighborhoods to see trash and kids' bikes and toys laying on the lawns and sitting in front of the houses. We as neighbors would like for your company and extended family to respect our space as well. We don't know them and they do not contribute to the rent of the household in which they are bullying and disrespecting. Stay on your property lines and keep it down. It is so tacky to be the loudest house on the block. Nobody wants to hear you. So, my ending words are protect your neighborhoods, put up cameras on these individuals and families, and take a lot of pictures. Don't ever talk to another black individual or family without recording it. Kick it up a notch and make formal complaints. Talk to a prosecutor about your rights and harassment. Remove these individuals and families that can't act accordingly. Well, thank you for your support. If you like my show, my Cash App is in the description below. Please like, subscribe, and share this video and tell your family, friends, and coworkers all about Unapologetic Radio. Until next time, be blessed.